500 days of freedom from alcohol. I want to share this moment with you guys. Technically, it's 501. Yesterday was 500 days free of alcohol. And I've got some probably somewhat uncommon perspectives that I think are going to be, valuable for you to consider. Um, this is coming from the perspective of a man whose marriage was at the beginning of the end, drinking hard through 2020. Sound familiar? Probably a few people know about that. So, the question is, the beginning of this is real important, and it's where does confidence come from, or where does the lack of confidence come from? It comes from the same place, and that's habits. That is everything we prove to ourselves every moment of every day, whether it be good or bad, and how consistent we are. On one hand, with drinking, with eating bad, not working out, wasting time playing video games, not pursuing your purpose, not getting the things done you need to do, you're proving to yourself over and over again all day every day that is you. You are the guy who's out of shape, who's drunk, whose valuable time goes into video games and TV. Or you prove to yourself every day that you're the guy that gets up early, that works out, that never misses a workout, that pursues his purpose, that goes after things, even if you don't know when it's going to pay off. He doesn't drink, he eats right. You prove to yourself over and over and over again every single day that you're a boss if you do that. And then if you slip up every once in a while, you prove that you're kind of okay, but somewhat mediocre. You can't really hang with the promises you're keeping to yourself. So it's really important to kind of have this perspective of our confidence or lack thereof really does come through what we proved ourselves over and over every single day through our habits. Now, I'm still new to the live, getting in front of the videos and everything. I want to make sure you guys get a chance to see this beautiful, amazing story I made about my first year not drinking. Traveled off to the West Coast in a presidential motorcade SUV, turned it into a tiny home, encountered all kinds of troubles, made a 5-minute video, links in the description. If you want to see that story, it would mean the world to me if you check that out, but we'll move on. So how did we get here in the first place? For me, and I bet for you, it was escape. Most of us, we have a deep calling of one form or another. It's going to be different for everybody, but our conscience, our spirit, it tells us we're here for a purpose. There's an impact that we are here to produce. And I'm sorry, I am going to get emotional during this probably because this means so much to me, and alcohol was such a detriment to my life. So we have a calling that's not being answered. And we've gone through life where we're told, if you do this, you get that. Go to high school, go to college, tech school, get on the job training, do it consistently enough. You can own a home, you can build a future, you can have a family, you can be, viable, strong, comfortable, powerful. But the reality is, for most of us, if I were just to get into my career in the mid 2000s and to stay with it, I might have been okay. But I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an adventurer. So, and for anybody else that's younger than me, it's been almost impossible to do what they taught us to do, what we worked so hard to be able to do. So you end up feeling helpless and hopeless. We were tricked and manipulated by the system, and we have to, if you can't overcome it, if you can't find a way to make that money, if you can't find a way to develop your freedom, to build your wealth, to own your home, to provide for your family, it's just frustrating. If you're helpless, hopeless, depressed, and there is an escape when you grab that bottle, when you roll up that joint, when you get to your video games, you get this temporary hit of dopamine, and we can escape our reality, the life that we're stuck in. We don't know how to make it better, no matter how hard we try, especially not if we're following the directions that we were given, that we were brought up and raised to believe. So that feeling of helplessness and hopelessness really has led us to escaping through whatever vices were, whatever vice you chose, probably alcohol for me, at least. So another big challenge for men at this time, we're starting to have a little bit of a reckoning, but masculinity has been shamed. It's been degraded. It's been everybody's supposed to be fat and soft, and you're supposed to get participation trophies. But if somebody really works hard, and if somebody actually accomplishes things, and somebody aggressively goes after their dreams and their goals, that's bad. Being a strong man, being healthy, going to the gym, eating right, not drinking, that's bad. But we don't want to fat shame a dude who chose to stuff his face with pizza and burritos, play video games, degrade the greatest gift that his parents and his creator gave him, or his body. And now we're in this weird time where we're not supposed to go out and get what we need to get for ourselves, for our families, for our future. And it's just, I mean, it's so demoralizing. So we have to become conscious of this. We have to realize that, especially in 2025, especially now that this news about DeepSeek has just come out, we're in the biggest, most seismic shift of humanity. And the opportunity is endless, but there's going to be a lot of helplessness, a lot of shakeups, a lot of jobs lost. Things are going to get really weird for 10, 20, 30 years. And, the strong will survive. The resilient will survive. Those who believe in themselves and go out and get it and don't sit around and cry about it are going to do well. And those who are relying on others to provide their path for them, they're going to end up drinking more, escaping this life they can't handle, and they're going to have very little through the rest of their lives. So we're going to end up leaning on vices even more in the upcoming years if we don't find this confidence and resilience we get out of those habits we were talking about. And I understand that money in the gym might not seem like they fit together, but I promise the person that gets up every day and works out every day and stays with their sobriety and stays with their good nutrition is the same person that is going to do well, pursuing their goals, pursuing their mission, going after, getting up, no matter how many times you get knocked down, getting up again and again. Look at me. I'm getting in front of the camera on YouTube at 42 because I love telling stories with my videos. Not this, my edited videos that I go out and I shoot and the experiences that I have. Those aren't going to get out to the world. I'm not going to have my impact on the world if I don't do this as well. So I'm going to get good at this and put in my reps. So thanks for hanging out here for the my one person I've got right now. This video will be here for me to check back on forever. So anyways, all right, we're going to get into the solution to this problem, how we escape alcohol, how we build up the version of ourselves that is capable of anything that I believe we can do. And I've got a lot of things on my track record that I can show you for a fact is possible, but I'm still working on my escape from the matrix here too. So let me give you my thesis on some of that. And let me also tell you the solution I've found to find that confidence, to move forward, and to take yourself from the pear-shaped, fat, skinny, drunk loser version of this amazing man I'm becoming. That happened through self-subjugated voluntary adversity. We watch the movies, the hero's journey. Somebody goes off to battle. They go off the huge challenges. Maybe they're probably not confident, scared at the beginning, and they come back, battle scarred, but built, resilient, strong. Most of us don't have that opportunity. We're not forced into it. And maybe that's good, but we have to have our own version of our hero's journey. We don't get a real rite of passage these days. So what do? We develop hard, uncomfortable, consistent habits, and we do not miss. We get up early, we work out, we eat right, we don't drink. And I mean, at the end, you pursue purpose over pleasure. I'm here making this video instead of playing video games, instead of watching TV. There's a TV in this house. I haven't had a television that has actually been plugged into cable and watched it for like a decade. I'm here building. I'm here creating instead of consuming. And I'll keep doing this. I don't care how long it takes. I will either succeed at this, have my impact, help people like you, or I will die trying. I am not going to spend the rest of my life trading hours for dollars, begging somebody else to feed me, to let me live, to help me have a roof over my head. I'm going to go out and get it for myself, or I will die, go to the poorhouse trying, period. I will not accept anything else except success for myself. I will not. That came from going to the gym. That came from eating right. That came from sobriety. Do you think I could have talked like this 3.5 years ago and meant it and known it was true? No way. I earned that through self-subjugated adversity, through putting myself through uncomfortable, hard things over and over and over again and never missing days, no matter how bad I wanted to. Didn't matter. And that is what will build confidence. And that confidence is what makes you capable. Even if you have to learn, even if you have to fall on your face over and over and over again, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm just not going to stop. The gym can set you free from alcohol. Self-subjugated adversity can set you free from the addictions that you can't just walk away from on your own. That was what set me free. So, a really important point that I want to make, if you are battling with alcohol or addiction or just trying to build this confidence and self-belief, is the person that's on the other side of that challenge, that person is a gift. This is a far more amazing, capable, confident, resilient version of you than if you had never been faced with that challenge. So if you're deep in that challenge, it might not seem like it, but it is a gift because of what the amazing thing you are going to become on the other side of it. Not everybody makes it though, so you have to stay dedicated. You have to put yourself first. You have to have a true dedication to yourself and make that number one. And when you do that, as you achieve that, the person on the other side of that will be the person that can give amazing things to his family, to his community, to the world. But first, you have to get yourself to a point where you are built up and you have gotten past that addiction. And that addiction is going to make you an amazing, capable version of yourself. So I'll put up a video right at the end of this as well. Adversity really, truly is a gift, whether the world gives it to us without it choosing. It's not what happens to us, it's how we handle it. And the more that we handle adverse situations, the better we become when we just take it on and say, all right, what's next? Let's do this. Let's get through it. Everybody's going to have problems. So what's on the other side of it? What do I do now? Let's keep on moving. And I'll make sure to put that video up. I've got a beautiful message for you guys. I've got over 300 videos on this channel. I've got over 20 years producing and editing videos. And this is one of the videos that means the most to me, just seeing my trip back from my 346-day road trip, where I took the initiative to make a really uncomfortable and fun, amazing, challenging situation for myself and overcome alcohol. The beginning of it's just some travels, but by the end, there's a really powerful message. It would mean the world to me if you guys checked it out. So if you're on the replay, I'll make sure to put that in the video here in the end. I hope I can do that on a live. Still figuring it out. And for the rest of you guys, I believe it's still titled, 346-day or 1 year life-changing road trip, something like that. Promise it'll be worth seeing. Guys, thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me. I'm going to let you get on to the rest of your night. Know that your adversity is a gift. You will overcome it. And if you subject yourself to adversity, it's going to make yourself the best version of you. Actually, let's see. Do I have any? Okay, I've actually got a comment over here. Let me. I've got a couple people here. I don't know if you're still online though. So I got Resolute. Good for you. Hey, thank you so much. And Amy Weymouth. Yes, here for a purpose. Hey, thank you so much. If either of you are still live, guys, thanks for checking in. All right. Well, I'm not going to sit here and ramble anymore. I'll put make sure to check out the link in the top of the description here for my first year without alcohol. I think you'll enjoy the story. Take care.